today I am going to show you how to make a sensory bottle like the one that I have here. And this is really good for kids to just play with or kill some time, or just watch the different things like the sparkles and the different things make noise, and it's really cool and fascinating to watch it. So I'm going to show you how to make that today. So it's really easy. All you need is some food coloring, baby oil, a little bit of rubber cement, water, and some things that you are going to add to your bottle. So let's get started. I have figured out that it's really good to use the nail decors, like those little tiny things that you put on nail, like decorations. Those work really good and sound really cool in these bottles. So I really like to use them. And I also have these little copper balls to make some sounds so the kids can listen to that. So right now I have my water in there, and I'm gonna decide what color. I made a few already, so let's make it blue. Let's see, we're gonna use azul, and we don't wanna use too many drops because then it'll be so dark that you won't be able to see the little items inside. And this is what I was talking about with the little nail things, these little tiny decals and diamonds and all sorts of fun little things. I made one that was a beach theme one, and I used little tiny shells that we found at the beach, as well as these little tiny shells for your nails. And I think it ended up really cool. The baby was very happy with it. So here we have our blue. It's settling a little bit, so I'm gonna put some things in here. I have these copper balls, and those are gonna be really good for making sounds when the baby shakes the bottle. And then I have some diamonds that I'm gonna add in here. Just put a couple in. It doesn't really matter. There's no right or wrong way to do it. If you really want it to be glittery, then you put in more. If you don't want it to be glittery, you put in less. You can put all sorts of things in here. You can put, like I said, shells. You can put little tiny rocks. I made ones with coins. It's really good. Dimes work great. For water bottles, and you don't have to use a water bottle even. You could use a spice container, anything that you can get the label off, and you want to make sure you get the label off all the way because you don't want the baby to get frustrated if it's like sticky. And something that really helps get the stickiness of the bottle off is 100% acetone. You just put that on a cotton ball and you wipe it, and then it's not sticky anymore. And then you can even put fun stickers on there. All right, so we have our water, we have our settling things. Let's add some shells in here too. Make it a little bit of everything. A really flashy one. Here we go. All right, and believe it or not, we're almost done here. So then I have it filled up with the water. I have my little items in there. I'm gonna add the baby oil. Try not to spill it because I don't want it to be a mess. And I think you can see it's kind of separating, which is exactly what you wanted to do. And I think that's a good color because you can really see all the different items that are in there. And here, let's add a little, maybe we'll add a little bit more diamonds, some more sparkle and rhinestones in there. All right, let's do that. All right, there we go. And then we're gonna use our rubber cement because the babies are gonna be shaking this so much, you don't want them to shake it and have the baby oil and the food coloring water all over the place. So we're gonna use rubber cement to seal it, and I just put it along the edges of the lid. Kind of put on a lot because I really don't want it to open. And you twist it on there as hard as you can. And there you go. There's your sensory bottle. And you can hear it. It's not leaking, it's fun. It separates with the oil and the water. This is another one that I had made earlier. This is one with purple and pink. And this is really, I like this one a lot too. It's fun. So if you have a child who needs some fun things, you can even make them with them. They're great to help everybody, even teachers, kids, moms, dads, everybody. Everyone should have sensory bottles, I think. And they're so easy to make. You probably already have most of this stuff at your house. And like I said, you don't have to use a water bottle. You can use a seasoning container or anything that will hold oil and water that you feel confident about, and then just add fun things. Make it fun for them, fun and sparkly so they can shake it. And it'll be great. You're gonna do a great job. Let me know in the comments if you decided to do this and what your children thought. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.